So here on Tynker, we're going to create a quiz. So here, I'm just going to rename it to quiz. So that's what we'll save it as, and let's delete this actor right here because we won't need it. Now, how do you make a quiz, you might ask? Well, we might as well. I think we should create a background. So let's go to settings, add background. Here we go. So we can choose. I guess we'll do city street for now, but I just don't want to make it too boring, so we'll add something in it. This is kind of sloped. Alright, so first of all, let's drag an on start block. To make a quiz, first of all, let's also drag in this on start block. Now we need to go to sensing. Scroll down and you click on sensing. And now we ask this question. It says yes or no, with choices okay, and we can add as many options as we want. We'll go for 4. So we can do something like we'll ask what is 7 plus 8, and options can be not okay, but 4, 15, 32, and 12. So these are our options. If you are in 2nd grade, I'd suggest you first figure this out, or at least in 1st grade, I'd suggest you first figure out what 7 plus 8 is before continuing, because you might not want to get the answer spoiled if you haven't learned what 7 plus 8 is yet. But anyway, now let's go to control, where we'll drag out an if then else block. So it's kind of like in Scratch, except here it says if false. So let's go to operators and go down to where it says Boolean and drag out an equal equation. So now let's go back to sensing, and we're gonna go, okay, so here's the answer. Drag out answer and put it in the first box. So if answer equals 15, then, so we have to make sure, this will check if the answer equals 15. And then we're going to go to looks, and we're going to say, in the speech bubble section, let's say great work, and this will be for 2 seconds, because you don't want to say permanently. We're just gonna do for 2 seconds, and there's no thinking here, just remember that. Else we're going to say not quite, and that'll be for 2 seconds. And after that, we're going to ask the next question. So we're going to go back up here. I know I didn't have to do that, but here, let's go here and then do what we do. Ask. So ask. Jane walked 5 miles in the morning, which is a pretty long walk, by the way, and 4 miles in the afternoon. How many miles, this is already extending past the screen, did she walk in all? Alright. Yeah, look at this. This is like, alright, so now we're going to go to this end. We're going to do 4 options. Actually, let's do 3. So this one will be 9. This one will be 23. That will be really long, I'm telling you. And this will be 16, which is a bit more practical. And then basically do the same thing. So let's go to control and drag out an if then else block. And remember, go here and then you go to Boolean and drag out an equal. So here you say, and then go back to sensing, and let's go to answer, which is under user input. So, and then if answer equals 9, and then remember, just basically remember that this is basically the same thing here, except we might want to do like different congratulation and error messages. So let's try out these two. So here we'll say nice for 2 seconds, and else say sorry, wrong for 2 seconds. And you can add as many questions as you like, and I'm gonna have 2 questions here because this is a great example of what a quiz should look like in Tynker. So you're basically saying ask, and then if you answer 15, then you say great work, or if you answer the correct answer, then if you answer it correctly, you'll say something like great work or nice, and if not, then you're going to say not quite or sorry, wrong. So this is basically what it will look like. What is 7 plus 8? Oh yeah, you can also set the font. So what I would do is click on more, and then click pen. Let's go to pen. So now we have pen. Alright, so let's set the font. Let me find it. Color. No, not here. I think in text here. Set font to normal. Here. Above this. So set font to normal. Size can be 18, and then this is like gonna be. Oh, this is way too small. No one's gonna see the question. Let's do 48. 48 is really good. See, because now you can clearly see it. With 18, you're not gonna see anything. So that's what we're gonna set the font to. Then do not do 8 either. Your 8, you're not gonna see anything at all. And just to prove it to you, told you so. So what you're going to do is let's do 48. You don't have to do 72. I mean, if you want to, but just do 48. And now let's see the quiz. So what is 7 plus 8? And you answer 15. So you get great work sign. And then you see Jane walked 5 miles in the morning and 4 miles in the afternoon. How many miles did she walk in all? If you answer 9, you're correct too. So this is nice. Now, what if you answer wrong? Not quite. See, I answered 4 and it's not quite. If I answered 16 here, sorry, wrong. Yeah. So anyway, that is all I have for you. And this is something pretty basic, if I'm being totally honest, because a lot of things that you do in coding is not going to be so easy. I'd suggest you start taking baby steps. And many people do prefer Tynker over Scratch because they apparently think it's more kid-friendly. Because also it's laid out a bit more better than Scratch. At least that's what I agree with, because it has labels for sections, and that's a good idea, so you know where to look for a code block that you need. And it also has multiple types of coding scripts like JavaScript, Python, and that's pretty much that. So once you're done with your quiz, you can go ahead and click save here, and you can just save it. So that'll just save it. And so that's basically what the quiz is. So you can go back to the home page if you want to, or if you're really hungry, make some more questions, or maybe later. But anyway, see you later.